Austin's mayor is offering a compromise to keep rideshare companies operating in Austin at least for another year. Steve Adler says companies like Uber and Lyft now have until February of 2017 to get the majority of their drivers fingerprint checked. KXAN investigator Robert Maxwell live outside City Hall where a pro-rideshare rally is about to get underway. Robert?
We'll be a few minutes out still. Right now behind me just a few cab drivers who support fingerprinting background checks. They have to undergo them right now, but expected in about 20 minutes. Pink and blue Lyft and Uber TNC drivers and supporters who expect that the rules are a little bit much, and they say, in fact, they call them onerous regulations. And there's been a lot of confusion today over this new proposal. The mayor and members of the City Mobility Committee held a last-minute news conference to explain the new proposal. And they say they'd give rideshare companies calendar dates or benchmarks this coming year to get an increasing percentage of their drivers fingerprinted.
And you will see from those benchmarks that they work towards that goal of fingerprinting, and they acknowledge that there would be incentives and disincentives.
This is just another way to say that we are implementing mandatory fingerprinting. And the thing that's frustrating is this is the government saying that they know how to run a successful ride-sharing company better than the successful ride-sharing companies.
How will all this play out? Remember, San Antonio brought in fingerprint checks last year, and Uber left and returned only after city leaders there agreed on a compromise. Now drivers in San Antonio can volunteer for a fingerprint background check. Here in Austin, council members say the current proposal would pay for the new fingerprint checks, and drivers would get results within 48 hours. That's new. Right now, the rideshare companies say they do their own national criminal background checks. Now, the council votes at 7 p.m. here after this 5:30 rally. I've talked to representatives from Uber and Lyft today, and they say they're still studying this new proposal. They can't comment one way or the other right now. So will Uber and Lyft leave town if council goes ahead with this proposal tonight? No one seems to have a solid answer right now. Of course, we'll keep you apprised through the usual social media channels and on KXAN tonight at 9 and 10. For now, reporting live outside Austin City Hall, Robert Maxwell, KXAN Investigates.
Austin council members approved a plan aimed at helping people face skyrocketing housing prices. We told you Wednesday about the plan to spend about $50 million to create 4 homestead preservation districts in East Austin. Tax dollars would go toward renovating affordable housing projects, building new ones, and helping some people pay their rent. Parts of this plan could go into effect next year. Council members still plan to take up the issue of short-term rental regulations. The rules would affect people who rent out their homes for big events like ACL and South by Southwest. The council will consider rules requiring noise limits, making homeowners maintain a guest registry, and a minimum distance of 500 feet between short-term rentals. Council members also passed a plan to waive some city fees for next year's South by Southwest Festival. Those waivers include fees for barricades, parking, and litter control. And now the city will absorb those costs. Last year's festival brought in more than $317 million to Austin.